Hi everyone, we are Airsoft Taiwan. Today we have a new product from the Northeast. That's the STEN Mk.5. The STEN Mk.5 released the wood stock, wood hand grip, and the wood forward hand grip. And the Northeast replicates so many details, and they are all made of steel except the outer barrel base and the breech block. Others, they are all made of steel. For example, they have a steel bayonet lock, steel front end, and steel front sight, steel outer barrel, and also the steel magazine housing, the magazine housing plunger, and the steel mag release button. The charge handle is also made of steel too, and also the body of this weapon and the mechanism cover and the trigger set and the trigger guard, they are all made of steel. And more important is in the rear of the stock, they replicate the details. Even inside the oiler, they still represent the trademarks and logos. And actually they assembly these two parts together and they are made of brass. And then they polish it together. So it makes this weapon just looks like a real weapon, and it's so high quality looking. And here's another feature, that is the magazine housing is actually they can rotate just like the real weapons. For you to want to transportations or you need to storage it, you can pull out the magazine housing plunger and they can rotate it to vertical. But when you are going to shoot it, you need to turn it back horizontal. When you heard the click, you need to press the magazine housing plunger again to make sure it's locked everything exactly. And now the next, I'll tell you how to fuse to the front end. The first step, you need to turn in this magazine housing vertically. Then you need to rotate the outer barrel and the front hand grip. Once you start to rotate it, it will be loosened and you can take out all the front end, including the outer barrel and the hop-up setting and the inner barrel and the hop-up bucking. The hop-up bucking and the inner barrel will follow the Marui system. So any upgrade kits they say they will fit for the Marui or fit for this Northeast STEN Mk.5. The adjust wheel is hidden inside this outer barrel. So you can press it and rotate, you can see the adjust wheel right here. If you look from the rear to the outer barrel, if you turn this wheel clockwise, then that will increase the hop-up setting. And on the other hand, if you turn it counterclockwise, that will decrease the hop-up setting. And also, this outer barrel base is made of aluminum. After all, it has to be a toy. But the outer barrel, front side, and the nozzle, and the bayonet lock, they are made of steel. And to put the front end back to the right position is also very easy, but there are two important things. To put the front end back to the right position is also very easy. But there are two important things I want to remind you. That is, the first, you need to grab this gun like this, so you can make sure the breech block is pushed to the front end. Then you can make sure everything is tightened back to the right position. Then look into this chamber, you can see there are two tiny grooves right here, right? Then these two lines will line up with this hop-up setting. The hop-up base will line up with it. Then I put everything back. And once you start to tighten it, make sure your right hand also grab this breech block, so everything will be locked in the right position. When you are tightened to the end, remember to rotate this magazine housing and make sure this magazine housing is catch exactly in the right position and push it. So everything will be locked. So now you try to lock it. Now it's going back to the right position. Now I show you how to fuse this weapon. First step, you need to press the return spring housing in the center of the hole. Then you can take out the stock. and the stock itself, in the front end of the stock, is made of steel. Then the next, you need to press the return spring housing again. Then you can rotate it. So you can take out the whole assembly from the recoil spring, return spring housing, and the return spring catch. And all these parts, they are made of steel too. Then the next, you can take out the bridge block. To take out the bridge block, you need to pull the trigger first, so you can release the sear inside. So the first, you need to pull out the charge handle. Then you can take out the bridge block. Then use this charge handle to take out the whole bridge block to the end. Then you can take out the bridge block. The diameter about this nozzle is about 28 millimeters. Though it looks very big, but this is made of aluminum, so actually it's quite light. It's good news for the GBB. And to put it back is also the same progress. The first step is put the bridge block back. Then pull the trigger. Then insert the charge handle. Then put the recoil spring and other things back. And there are two issues I want to remind you. That is, for some users, if you buy the AR recoil spring guide tube system before, you can see they have different materials right this part. But those parts always break after a short period of time. So this time the Northeast changed the materials. It's more durable. And push everything back, the same progress. You need to push the return spring housing again, then return it. But I also want to remind you that there are only small parts to catch the whole system. So if you want to fire this GBB, you need to remember, put the stock back, then you fire it to make sure this weapon will function. Now let's talk about the magazine. This magazine carries 30 rounds 6mm BB bullet and powered by green gas. You can insert and charge the green gas from the bottom of the magazine. And remember to have the best performance. Just charge 7 seconds green gas in 25 degrees of Celsius. That's the best performance setting. And inside this steel case, there's an aluminum case inside used to store the green gas, so you'll use to prepare the BB bullet. So later we will test the FPS for you. According to our FPS test, the MPS reached about 119 to 112. So if transferred to FPS, will reach about 330 average. So if you're looking for a GBB and you also want to cosplay or collect some weapon used in World War II, this will be the best choice for you. You have high quality looking, high performance, and high-end looking. So if you're looking for this product, please order from Airsoft Taiwan online shop. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.